We've already raised over $15,000 with help from many of you and with patients, and we hope to raise some more money to make this a permanent thing in the future. So with that introduction, patients, take it away.
Well, I have no sophisticated analysis or even prediction, but what I do have is the lessons of more than 30 years of working for Ukraine. And these are really lessons of the heart, not lessons of the head. Jim takes care of that department.
Please. Doesn't say that at home, by the way.
That's true. One thing I've learned that the cause of Ukraine is universal, and that when the cause of Ukraine is forgotten, the cause of freedom itself will be forgotten. And I don't believe that will be anytime soon. We've been hearing for years how bad things are for Ukraine, how pessimistic we all need to be. And throughout that time, I have not for 1 second, been pessimistic. Because look at where we've come in the last 25 years, and just the fact that people on the Maidan would be willing to die for the idea of a free economic system which finally will bring an end to the tyranny of the KGB, Putin, and I don't say Russia so much because they're brilliant Russian dissidents, but that evil empire located in Moscow, there may one day be an end to it. Each person is important in the cause of Ukraine. There don't need to be millions, there can be a small number, and they will make a monumental difference. And we found that on the Maidan. The people who died, the people who risked their lives, communicated to us throughout the world. I remember during that time, I would be working at my office as a lawyer. One screen, I would be working, the other screen was live streaming the Maidan for hours and hours and hours. Reuters was live streaming it. There's some cautions, however, there's some warnings that I think I've learned. And that is that the atrocities in Ukraine, particularly those in eastern Ukraine, where up to 1 million children now are in humanitarian crisis. According to the UN, they're vulnerable and badly need help. This is not because of ISIS. This is not because of a group of crazy terrorists. This is because of one of the United States partners in the G20. It's because of the influence of Russia. And we need to be very clear-minded about that. We need to not trust the declarations that come from Russia or that come from Russia's partner, Donald Trump. And we cannot trust these. Even at the same time as Russia is saying that they are going to have a ceasefire in eastern Ukraine, they are promoting a peace agreement, again with Trump's help, which will cede or give away the sovereignty of Ukraine. So we need to understand the strategies that are being used. We need to understand that our institutions, our government, may be corrupted by Russian influence just as any other government can be. We need to be aware of this and fight that Russian influence with the Russian corrupting influence in our policy. Finally, the words of Martin Luther King: the arc of history bends slowly, but it bends toward liberty. Keep in mind, this is for the long haul, but how long we've come, and that the arc of history is bending toward Ukraine. Thank you.